Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel where I will be talking to you about my fitness journey and what were the mistakes that I made and what were the successes that I have learned throughout my entire journey, so you can learn from those successes and don't make the same mistakes that I did. Today we will be talking about supplements and particularly protein-based supplements. I have got these questions throughout my journey and throughout from my friends and everybody asking about what are the supplements, what should you take, are there any side effects, are they safe, when should you take it, when not to take it, and all these questions I will try to answer to the best of my knowledge in this video. So we will be talking about solely whey protein today. First of all, I want everybody to understand how whey protein is made. This might be an oversimplification of the entire process, but to make it easier for everybody to understand, whey protein is a byproduct of milk. After all the filtration and all the stuff, they remove the cheese and whatever is left from that milk, whatever concentrate, liquid concentrates that's left, that is a whey protein based, protein rich concentrate, and then they dry it out and make whey protein powder out of it. So for the people who ask me, are there any side effects? Is it good for you? Is it bad for you? Whey protein in particular, is completely safe and does not have any side effects to whatever you might have heard from your friends or from one of your gym bros and person who knows this stuff. I come from a background where in India, like whey protein, having a powder of protein after a workout is not good because they don't see it as a safe means of taking protein. But eating food from a vendor outside is considered safe, but that's just a joke, so don't take it personally. But whey protein is completely safe. So today we will be talking about three main whey protein, I would say, that I have come across and I have used and I know from my experience. So first of all would be a mass gainer, a weight gainer / whatever you want to call it. Second would be a whey concentrate protein, and third would be an isolate protein. We will talk about a little bit of fourth one, which is called hydrolyzed protein, but not in depth that much. So for the first one that you might have come across is a mass gainer, or like a weight gainer, or a meal replacement, however you want to call it. If you go to a supplement store and see a big bag of a mass gainer, you might want to know what it has. So typically that is usually for people who are trying to gain weight or gain mass and have difficulty trying to do that. The usual amount of that weight gainer is very high in calories. So like if you're taking, the usual serving is usually 4 to 6 scoops approximately for all of them, and they usually weigh around like 14 to 1500 calories. Like it is a very high and very volume powder. So people who are trying to gain weight and want to increase mass and cannot eat enough, they can go for this product, which is very high in protein, very high in carbs, very high in fats. It also has, like a lot of them now, also has a good vitamin profile and amino acid profile. So they are basically like a complete meal for you. So people who are on the go and are working like a very hard job, working 2 jobs and don't have time to do meal preps, and can have this as a substitute, as a healthier version of eating, instead of like eating fast food or something like that. This is by far one of the easiest meals that I can have instead of whatever I can get from the fast food. You can make smoothies out of it. You can make, just have it with water, and you can have it in 2 parts too. Like some people do that. Some people have like 2 scoops in the morning, 2 scoops in the evening, and then whatever floats your boat, right? Like you want to make sure that you can have it with your meals. I'm a big advocate on getting all of your macros, like proteins, carbs and fats, everything from your meal. But these protein powders can be a blessing for people who are trying to juggle job, gym, family, extracurricular activities, etc. These can be very helpful for you. Now second we will be talking about is whey concentrate. This is your typical whey protein powder, which has like about 80% protein, and like the rest of 20% is is divided between carbs and fats. This can be helpful for people who are trying to gain weight, maintain it, or trying to lose weight or fat loss. This is a protein which is like I'm gonna say a balanced one, and it's also cheaper in value since it's not high in protein. So this can be a good option for people who are just starting out, like 3-4 months out, and want to start and try protein powder. You can start with whey concentrate. That is the easiest and the best choice, I would say, for anybody who is just getting into this and wants to start having supplements. Make sure you guys know that these are supplements. These are supposed to complement your food, and you can have this on top in order to meet your daily goals like proteins, carbs, fats, whatever your daily goals are. These by means should not replace your food completely. It doesn't mean that you are coming from a place and just drinking protein powders morning, afternoon, evening, and then just overloading it. It doesn't work like that. You need to have your food, and these are kind of like fillers for you. For places like, oh, you are on the go, I don't have any options, I'm in a place where there's only fast food around, what should I take? These can be an easily a filler and a replacement for it. The third protein that I personally take is whey isolate, which is like almost 95% protein, and less than 5% is usually distributed between carbs and fats. This is very helpful for people who are trying to do fat loss or just trying to do muscle growth, just who want to bulk up but just do muscle growth and not worry about carbs and fats. These come in very handy for people who cannot meet the daily protein profile, people who have like a very strict or very vegetarian diet. Like, I know vegetarian diet is very hard to maintain and meet your protein goal. These can be very helpful for you, and since it is a byproduct of milk, I'm pretty sure you guys will be more than okay to have that. Speaking of this, the fourth one that I want to just roughly go over is hydrolyzed protein. Hydrolyzed protein is it's called pre-digested protein, which gets into your body and gets digested within 15-20 minutes. And this is very helpful for people who are just trying to have the protein and eat the food at the same time, so that they don't feel too much full and too much heavy around the day. These guys can be very helpful. Now, one thing that I did forget to mention is 3 things you need to understand is the first mass gainer is going to be a little bit heavy on you. You'll feel a little bit fuller, which is the goal of it, put mass in you and get you some high calories. Second, concentrate is also gonna make you feel full depending on how you take it and how much you take it, right? It gets digested pretty fast, but not as fast as isolate or hydrolyzed. Isolate gets in your bloodstream, I'm gonna say about in 30 minutes, 45 minutes from my experience. It gets digested very fast. And if you have tried hydrolyzed gets digested 15-20 minutes. You drink it, 15-20 minutes later, you don't even know that you have had protein shake and you feel full out of it. One thing that I would give you a piece of advice is there are a gazillion brands out there selling you protein, different types of protein. Do your own research, see what you have, see what you want from it. And I would say not all the proteins suit everybody. I have tried a lot of them, and I feel one of the best protein powder that I have been able to digest and works well for me is Diesel. It is a New Zealand protein. I'm gonna say it's based out of New Zealand. It is very clean. It is an isolate, has about 95-96% protein in it, and that's the best one that suits for me. But it could be different for you. A lot of different people suit with a lot of different other protein. Some proteins that I feel like I want to throw up, but there are my friends who drink them without any problem. So make sure you do your own research, try out all of these things, see which one suits you better. You might feel bloating with some things, you might feel uneasiness with some protein. Like, it happens because you don't know how they're filtered out, you don't know what has gone into it, you don't know what they have added into it. Sometimes people feel like, I drink a glass of protein, I don't like it, I'll throw up, I'll never drink protein again in my entire life. That's not the case. Try it out for yourself, see what suits you better, and that's the only way you are gonna get used to it, and you will find out what works best for you. So make sure that you balance it out, do your research again, and stick to it. It will take some time, but you will get used to it and it will be very helpful for you. So thank you very much for all of your support and love, and let me know if you have any questions, or if you want me to make any other videos about anything else based on my personal experience. I'll try to answer it to the best of my abilities. And I hope everybody has a great day. Keep pushing, keep grinding, have some patience. It will happen for you. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.